this morning. Local champions across the country are being recognised for initiatives including helping to reduce food poverty, tending community gardens, to improving access to creative arts and heritage. The list is very extensive. Here in Shropshire, 8 organisations have been given the award this year. One of them is the Community Football Club Shrewsbury Up-and-Comers FC. Nikki Powell and Simon Lee are part of it, and they're with me in the studio. Good morning to you both.
Morning, Adam.
Good morning, Adam.
Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Well, we're very excited. It's an amazing honour to be awarded. Really pleased.
Have you had to keep it a secret for a long time?
Yes.
How hard is that?
Very, yeah. Very difficult.
There must be lots of people you want to tell, but
yeah.
Now you can.
Even family could not say. Yeah.
Yeah, there were very strict rules on.
That's laid out? Is it sort of
absolutely? Yeah,
from the off?
And they were quite forceful about how we must keep it a secret. So we've been sitting on our hands for a long time.
And obviously, this is an award. Associations with the King. That's big, isn't it?
Oh, it's a hell of an achievement. Yeah. Massive achievement.
Can you give us a sense of what it is that you do? I know the club is enormous, but what is it that you're trying to do day on day?
Well, the object of the club really is to get children playing football or getting them away from PlayStations, getting them out to doing a healthy exercise, and really kind of turn them into better people. They learn. Okay, they're out playing football, but they learn loads of different kind of life skills, respect for opposition, respect for the rules of the game. So it's a wonderful thing, and we'd like to think that once those children leave us or turn into adult players, that they're kind of better citizens.
Do you find yourself on the touchline yourself during games, that kind of thing? Is management something you've both been involved with?
Yeah, both of us. Yeah. So Simon, with your lad Ollie, wasn't it, years ago?
I've been through the club. I started with kind of 6-year-old, my lad Oliver. He played for the club his whole career, and I was so amazed by the club over the years that I was with him for the kind of 13 years. I was his coach. I decided to stay on and took on various different roles, and currently back doing the chairman role again. But no, it's a great place to be.
How important are volunteers to what you do?
Oh, massively. There's so many of us now, really. Within the club, we've got about 190 volunteers, and those are just ones that are recognised on the system, if you like. There's others, the linesmen and the respect marshals, the administrators, those that aren't actually named. There's hundreds of people, and it's without them, the work just doesn't get done. And there's so many sort of regulations and codes and things that we have to abide by. So we need a lot of people to do that, really, to help.
190, that's a fair squad, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of people involved, but when you think there's about on every weekend there are around about 670 odd players put on a pair of football boots and represent the club. So over, I think it's 9 leagues. We've got teams that now travel into the West Midlands, playing in different leagues. Central ladies team, a girls team that plays in the Central Warwickshire League. So it's futsal in Birmingham. So it's the club's kind of reach is really starting to go across the West Midlands now. So it's really exciting.
Do you think people that are not involved with grassroots football realise the level of detail, as you mentioned there, how many different clubs, how many people are involved with it?
I don't think they do, no. I mean, even myself, when I first started, I didn't have a clue how big it was. There's teams and clubs all over Shropshire, and we were just one of them. But now it's we've got 46 teams now. It's a hell of a lot to manage. A lot of kit, yeah, a lot of muddy boots, a lot of It's I don't think people really, they don't see what goes on in the background, and to be honest, if they did, they probably would never volunteer.
This is a good way to shine a light on that, isn't it? And all the hard work that goes on. What did you have to do to get the award? How does the process work?
Well, they took a great deal of interest in the amount of people who were involved, the amount of hours, and we had to provide evidence of all the work that we do and the size of the club and all the activities. And it was quite intense. We had lots of meetings.
Yeah, we had to organise social media, and there was a few meetings, but it spanned over the last 12 months, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But
So a lot of scrutiny of what you're doing and fine-tooth comb going over everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What difference will this make to your club? What might it allow you to do that you have wanted to do?
Well, I think certainly the recognition is fantastic, and I think it can't help but do some good with regard to the profile of the club. I mean, one of our ambitions has always been to have our own facility. You know, the additional exposure the club's getting might help us with, if there's a local business out there that wants to get involved. You know, our biggest threat, if you like, is facilities. You know, there really aren't enough facilities for the amount of children and players that want to play football, specifically in Shrewsbury itself. So we're always on the lookout for more facilities, and like every football club and every chairman and every football club, you always want to improve what you've got. And our ambition has always been one day to have our own facility. And you never know, this might just get somebody thinking that we're a club they would like that to get behind.
What's been the reaction from parents, players, volunteers at the club, knowing now that you've got this award?
We don't know yet.
I suppose you haven't been able to tell many people.
We haven't been able to tell anybody, but the only people that knew was the committee at the moment. It's gone out on socials this morning, so we've yet to see the reaction yet, because we've sent it out basically just before we left to come here. So
right,
yeah, we're excited about seeing everyone's reaction now.
Absolutely right. And what's the weekend have in store for you? What fixtures are you focusing in on?
Full league fixtures this weekend.
Fixtures,
yeah. All the teams will be out
you
this weekend.
Specifically, are you at particular games?
I have, yes. My eldest still plays under 18, so I'll be on the sidelines there on Sunday. So
it's very different from under 7s, isn't it? Under 18s.
Yeah, we've gone from under 7. So I started at under 7. Our team started at under 7, and I was administrator for that team at the time. But over the years, I've stepped more into a managerial role. But yeah, from under 7 to under 18 seems like a long time, but has actually gone by in, minutes, seems.
Yeah,
but,
that's it.
But to see him grow, and that's part of it. We run that kickers club on a Saturday morning for 4 to 8 year olds, and that's where a lot of the kids develop from. And my lad was one of them. Both my children have come from there. Only the eldest has carried on, but. It's to see him coming from that age up to under 18s and even going into the adult teams now is brilliant. That's what we do it for, really.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Any Shrewsbury Town fans amongst the two of you? Just checking.
Not after last weekend.
No.
We do. We support them.
Yeah.
And,
what do you think of the new manager?
Yeah, exciting. Yeah, he's got Ainsworth has got a track record, hasn't he? And it's great to get somebody involved in the club with a profile like that. So yeah, very excited for Shrewsbury.
You touched on the Burton game. You weren't there, were you? Just checking. I watched it. It was dreadful. It was bad. The only way is up. Listen, well done to everyone involved with the club. Thank you for being here to represent them. It's really nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There we go. Simon Lee and Nikki Powell from Shrewsbury Up and Comers FC, who've been given the King's Award for voluntary service, which has been announced today. You can hear more from the recipients of the award with Claire Ashford, who's with you after 10 this morning.
Breakfast